we're gonna work on these Mercy tie-up grips. There's one name for it. Interlocking grips is another name for it. This happens more than you would think in like high-level sport jiu-jitsu. We're here, we're hand fighting, we're trying to grab the head, grab the wrist, and then before you know it, we're interlocking our fingers, okay? So just, when you get here, if they ever try to go for that wrist lock, the double wrist lock idea, just loosen your hand up and then flick your hands out, okay, if you need to. But that's kind of like not really a thing. It looks cool in WWE, but it's not really a thing. So we're here, we're gonna look to strip one grip, and then we're gonna turn the hand downwards, and then we're gonna use it to set up our arm drag, okay? So one more time. We're here, use it to set up our arm drag. He breaks out, and then we switch. That'll be our first option. It's like kind of like a foot sweep option from these grips. And this is a really good option. It's not too many steps. It just requires a lot of like time and precision, okay? So you're gonna yank him towards you, and as he like steps, you're gonna try to like time that, and like before he lands, go for the steering wheel foot sweep, just with these grips. So as I go for the foot sweep, I turn that same side arm down, and then I raise the other one up, so it looks like this, okay? And when I go for it, I want to make sure, if you can step this leg forward, I'm kicking the ankle ball with the middle bottom of my foot, like a sweeping motion. You hear that noise on the mat? That's what we're looking for. Okay? I don't want a hook. I don't want anything like that or too high. Just cup his ankle ball and kick it, sweep it right off the mat. So it doesn't require too much. Okay? It just requires a lot of precision. Okay? So you're here. I pull, and I'm looking for that step. See that step? That's what I'm looking for. So I don't pull both arms because then you don't know which leg he's going to step with first. I pull both arms and yeah, I have no idea. So I literally push and yank with one. Okay? And so that's what I'm looking for, okay? So I'm staring at the foot the whole time. I yank, and then there it is, okay? Don't launch each other because we're adrenaline. When you do this, you'll do it somewhat hard. Afterwards, I want you guys to kind of experiment of what you would do after you hit the sweep. I don't mind you guys trying different things. I'll just show you probably what I would do. More likely, he'll probably try to let go to break fall, which will be the right thing to do. Since he can't let go to break fall, make sure you kind of like pull them up as they fall so that way they don't fall too hard. I'm going to try to do it on this side. I normally don't do it on this side, but I'm going to try for the video here. There it is. So from here, I probably would just go knee on belly. That's just me personally. I don't mind you guys experimenting with different things though. All right, one more time. We're looking for like that hand fight. We're trying to grab the head. Before you know it, we're in this position. We make them step, and there it is. Okay, guys? Knee on belly. Maybe even set up for arm bar. We try different things. Okay? Last option here is actually something that happened in the UFC BJJ. He uses to pull guard into a triangle, which is pretty interesting. So we're here, and then, I'm in this position, and he's pushing into me. I would only do it if he's driving into me. I wouldn't do it if he's like pulling back because it gives him too much time and space to react. So he's driving into me. I sit down. I'll put my feet on his hips. All right, and then from there, I'll shoot my triangle. Okay? I'll do it one more time, a little bit quicker. So we're here, back here, right here. So we're here, and then I'm gonna look to fall. And as I fall, I'll make his arms go wide, so I have a lot of space to move my legs through. They'll have it like right here, wide. Okay. So we're here, fall down, and I'll shoot my triangle real quick. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna work on that idea for a little bit. The rest of the session, we're talking about triangle escapes. So we're in a triangle, and at this point, I gotta talk about a few things. First is the trapped arm. We gotta be careful about this trapped arm because he can use it to arm lock us. Okay, there's arm bars, there's kimuras, there's a lot of options he can do from here. So we have to make sure we defend this arm proper first. That's our first priority. So we're gonna put the hand on one hip, elbow on the other hip. And then we can use this to also control his hips, and so he can't get good angles. But yeah, try to peel my hand away. It gives me a layer of protection. Now, sometimes you're going to use his other hand to hand fight. So like he's really going for an arm lock. You have to use this other hand to strip the grips or connect onto your own hand just as a layer of protection as well, okay? You got a hand fight with this free arm. So this free arm is the next conversation. You can do a couple things with it. You can base. You can control his arm. You can hand fight if he's trying to arm lock you. If he grabs your head, you have to don't use the trap arm because he'll switch to arm locks. You have to commit to using this hand to hold the hips. You have to use the free arm to knock the arms off your head. Okay? You don't ever use the trapped arm because he'll just switch to arm bars. So from there, when you're ready, you'll make a ramp with your knees and you'll pull him up the ramp. Okay? Now from here, you're looking at the ceiling and then you're going to look to press his hips down as you extend your neck and back into his legs. Once you pop open the legs, don't just throw the leg by because you can lose your balance. You can also throw yourself back into submission. What I like to do is I like to pull the trapped arm out. So I double outside and I connect my hands in the gable grip. And then I'm going to start to stack him. I'm going to bring his knee to his face and cross grab his neck and shoulder. Now, I do have to be careful because as you go for this pass, you can go for a Heisman. So I like to go slow here and just see what he's going to react. And if he puts his hand there, I don't pass yet. I use this near knee to staple. I either go over the top and collapse the elbow, or I go in between and go in the armpit. From there, I look by and let the legs fall, and I start to smash, and I start to look for this Americana. Okay. One more time. He has me in the triangle. Okay, keep my trapped arm safe is number one priority. He starts messing with my arms, messing with my head. I push the arm over and make a ramp, pull him up the ramp, press down, look up, and sometimes I even do that on his hips. Once that happens, pull this other one out, so you have double outside, stack him, bring his knee to his face. He goes for a Heisman. From there, I'm gonna look to staple that arm. All right, let the legs pass, and then chase that Americana. Okay. Same starting process, but we just can't break open his legs, and that happens sometimes. So let's talk about a few things here. We don't ever want to step up the free side. What I mean by free side is this is the free side, this is the trap side. Does that kind of make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. So don't step up the free side. If you do that, he will get an angle on you, and everything becomes a lot tighter. Arm bars, triangle chokes, everything. So we don't want to do that. We can step up the trap side. There is an entry to K guard there, so we have to anticipate that. So as we step this leg up, if he decides to switch to K guard, we have to be ready and we have to slide out and push away. Okay? Don't stand up. You stand up, he will finish his entry. But sliding out and away, if you do it at the right time, works really well. If you want to prevent that entry to K guard, you just got to really crowd him, almost like a knee on belly. Okay? Now, if you can control this arm, that's really helpful. And then you can step up for a half a second on your free side and then fall down to your butt, feet in the armpit, or feet across the stomach. Okay? Now, do not leave this arm here because he could grab it and rip it, right? So you want to bring this arm to his knee right away. And then from there, you're going to extend your legs, look backwards, and pull. Once you break the grip, we can now enter into our leg lock scenarios. Me personally, I like to go to the Reaper. So I'll get an overhook, control this leg, and then hip switch, and weave that top hook in for the Reaper position. We have all our Reaper submissions here. My favorite one is the stern wheel. Cross grab that heel, cup the toes, push the toes, and pull the heel. Okay. But yeah, any position that you want, that's fine. Even going to Ashi for our IBGF divisions or our white belt divisions, this is fine as well. All right, one more time. He has me in the triangle. Okay, same starting process. We pull them up the ramp. We don't step up our free side, guys. Okay, we have to step up the trap side. Okay, from there, crowd it so we can't go to K guard. From there, when you're ready, sit to your butt, feet in the armpit, or feet across the stomach. Push down, go into your leg lock position of your choice. Okay. Your last chance before you tap out or before you get choked out, right? So you have to, understand there's a sense of urgency with this one, okay? Because we can't posture. It's just too strong. He has it locked up perfectly. Whatever the reason is, we can't posture. So we're here. The trapped arm is going to look to grab the cross knee. Now, it has to be on bottom when you connect your hands. If it's on top, he'll just armbar you, okay? So it's on bottom, and then the free arm goes on top, and you're going to grab the knee, and you're going to pull it to the mat, okay? And you're going to put your forehead on the mat and look at the mat as well. Once you get this angle and your elbows in the hip here, try to finish this. It's very difficult to get the choke from here. So then at this point, I'm going to look to walk my legs towards his head as I pull his knee. It breaks the grip. Sometimes you're going to step over as well, right? And sometimes you step over all the way to reverse mount. This doesn't score in most tournaments. The only tournament it really scores in is ADCC, IBGF, or even NAGA. Reverse mount doesn't really score. So we got to do something here. And if we can attack the legs, absolutely jump on the legs, right? We can look to just look to weave into the legs here, right? No problem. We're good. But you're in a competition that you can't attack the legs like IBGF. What will we do from here? Because we want to score. I'll show you a couple options, okay? Option one would just be looking to get our reverse knee on belly and turn it to regular knee on belly. So we're here, right? You pick a side, and then from there you're going to look to bring your leg up, go reverse knee on belly, okay, and then you would switch to regular knee on belly. That's an option. You don't mind screaming a little bit, yeah. Another option you can do is that kind of like a coffee grinder motion. So I'll start turning into him and swing my leg over. Just go to regular side control. That's fine too, okay? You could potentially go almost over his head as well. So we're here, right? I can look to, get back on my knees. We're here, I can look to step over this way as well. Okay, so I want you guys to experiment with those three options. Just try to get back to a scoring position because we can't really score in reverse mount. Okay, if you want to attack the legs too, I'm cool with it. So one more time. He has me in a triangle. I pull, the one that's trapped is going to grab the knee first. Free arm grabs the trapped arm. Pull his knee to the mat, try to finish it. Pull my head, go for an arm lock. It's a very difficult angle. Start walking. And sometimes you can clear it, be okay. Other times you're gonna need to step all the way over to mount, reverse mount. And then from there you can start looking to see what you would wanna do, okay? All right, guys.